Hello, hello everybody. I'm Ismael Rodriguez and we are here another week of light languages and collective healing intentions. We are gonna start doing some blessings and I have Patrick as the first one in the screen. Chachukua chikawa shawaka.
Yamiata kia shuma, yashma. Yara kio kia, hoyo kia shi. Yata shata hita yukumata ikuyama. Yikia kukaku. Yata kukia tiyama shana, na yata imatuita. Tuita tu shati shana uita yuha. Yatoma yata yuaya. Yikia tuata i taito makia. Shamaya shita washeche. Chuata sheshe. Ushata. Amyataya.
Chua chikawa chisana kwasha. Thank you so much. And now it's Luis.
Makoana tai koi awana koayana to ai o anatayu mawaka nei te anatua makawa tai tewa makawa tana tai ko ana tai koana mawakaya ti wanata Mawakai to anata. Makai kai tai ti anata. Ti anata kai tiua. Tioana mawa. Mawakai tio ko anata. Makai teo anata. Teo anata kai tiua. Mako anata kai koana koanata to anata kai tu anata makoana koanata kuanata mokoi te wanatukua. Thank you.
Gachukua uchukua tanakuana takashu tushuka. Thank you, brother. And now it's Luca.
Ika makana isa pakana do matara te makatita sa makata te yabana te makatara paratar katsi makatara ta makata te patatona boya nakatela. Usmakaratina pakatea makatsi makarata. Amatara ta mangika paraka oikastamoti maratana te matara matati matat makatata. Ukanataya paratasta kamarata. Usmanatara makayata. Usmadatara parata magata parata matakitia maga. Usmanatara patokanatia monatisti mutea parati makarata. Oshamadatia magnonatara tomatas. Usmatarata matumakasta matata. Parata oya.
Thank you, Luca.
Thank you.
Chakwa chikawaka. Wesley. Thank you.
Thanks everybody there for all the blessing. Kinuata tamayaka. Thank you. Kutua. Kunuyawa. Mayaka. Uwasata. Niya uwa. Uwasai amaya kuwa. Kuwata uwa. Masake ya uwata. Kuwatata. Kumamama. Miyakaka. Kuwakakaka. Kuwasaya. Mua, ia, ua, ea, ua, ta, kinia, ua, saua, ia, maya, kua, a, ea, ua, tata. Maya wa, suata. Suatata, kia wata, maya wa, ia, ua, ia, kia, ia, wa, huata, ua, ka, ia, ua. Kuaka iata, kuata ia ma ia waya oa, oata ma ia hoea oata, o tata kiwata. Niwa o sa ea ma ea o ta ea wa 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 o ta kana ea wa ea kuata kia wa suata Siwa tuata ta kini ewa tuata ewa suata ewa ta kia mata mata sanata ewa ta nakuata kuna ewa ta oasa ewa ta kinua huyaka suata wa papa eo mama mamuata kuni ea kuata kiwa suka sane ea wa umo e ka ea ki ea wa ea tu ea ta nanua. Thanks very much. Wata na mama yuwa kanua ka yuwa ka wea tuata yuwa pawa
Thank you so much.
Koa so
Chawaka, chawaka.
Tawane ya wea kuya lia.
Wow. Maria, your turn. Chagua, chagua. Wow.
Shinanaka mai naka koma hona nanakai nananakai mamakana mamakuyaishi huna mamakai niku shitatai naka o nananai nananamai ni ki ma kuna ke mai nananakai nananaku mamakai naku Hushana, mama kushi. Huna makai na nauti. Mama makai na ku mama kaha. Hushi na kauma. Hushi na kauma. Hey na kauma kai. Ushi na ku na ka ai no ku. Huna na kai mama makai na niki shu ma ka Hunanaka machino, Hunanakai na kushina, Hananaka makaina, Hena na makushi maku, Hunanaka mamakainoki, Huma naishi, Huma shina kuna kahari, Hunanaima, Hunanaihama, Humamakuya, Hananakai, Nanakau, Mamamakau, Shinanakau, Mamamakai, Nananaku, Nakaha, Hey, Nananakau, Shi, Nakahana, Hey, Nananakau, Mamamaku, Nananakai, Shi, Hinamaku, Yasa, ha, Nika, ha. Hey, nananaku, mama, anisha, ha, mama, kana, ha, mama, maka, ana, kukushina, naka, humaka, hina, na, hu, hunashina, ha, mako, huina, ha, ni, shima, kuhuna, ha ni go maka ha ni go maka hishina na ka mama kai ni hushi ka na Oh, mama, ka ha he na ka ha oh na ka oh mama ka no ko shi ni ki ko ho shi ma ka na you.
Kuan Yin, Mother Earth, I felt there. Chishawaka, Chiwa, Chikawaka. Awa, Tawa, Shawana, Ushuaka. Thank you so much, Maria. Chakwacha. Melissa.
Thank you.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Eriniti a toto ya reshititi a takoro no tishiniti a Maria Natasha Karo toto ya rishiniti e moto ya retea. E aromo tia natata yoro toto ya rishikiniti kora tata ya roshomaya. E arototo ya reniti tia roshono toto ya reminiti a koro toto ya miniti a koriniti shikonoto. E arana tata yo roto te amiana tata yo koshokore tata ya ratata yo morota. E arana tasha komoroto to ya shana te ya mako shono to ya. E anoto ye miana tasha kora tate ya mokore ni titi arata. E amore shiniti kianata koshomore titi arata. E amaka shanati aroto ti ameni ti atati arototoya. E arototoya retia retea tata shakomore nitia. Amako shonototoya riti ti aratata ti arototoya kosho koretia. E amore shitiata te amota ti aroto te atishinitia korota. E amare shinitita moritia koroma shanatea koritia mashaka. E amashanatiti amoro totia shanatia mokotia reta. E amashanatiti orototo e mitia koritienete shinata. E akoshutoto e rititi rototoya. E arama shanate komoto ya ritia como shanata e ashamaka noto ya rititia e amashinititia rititia rotototo ya reshinata wari shikinitia rototo ya ritia koshuko rititia ritia e anatashino toto ya ritia koshonotomi anatasha karetiata e amashikinititi arititi ariti emotional toto irititi arititi aroshono toti miniti akashaniti aromototoya e amashana takoro toti amishinititi arototoya riti mayaneti shikenototia e akoshomati amare totoya niti ashokomayanata. Ori tiata tia shonototo eriti tia rototo mia neti shikanoto e amataya noto shokomia. Thank you.
Thank you. Shawachikawa. And Alana, do you feel like doing one? Thank you.
Ratas ratitis rara. Hiara sara yala hiamura hialele mela hiale melo. Mole hela molalish lira kashilia mula. Mulale malas trihitra shila ila mula lidekisha. Kiara mulara samulila alehale malola. Kiala meyomu kiyama shasatatiri. Kiyama siyama tasoro. Kiara satita saratatia. Kiata sapatikitikitia tashtita. Kiara katatia sapatatia. Tiara satatira sapatatia. Yapatashuri yapatasija yapatakatia. Yara 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 srat yara. Yama melaridas matiolo moaridas matachile kiale mialedas patili yelo meraste ya tasmitaria ya kura maspatia yumare sapatatila yaspara sapatatura merasapatia yaspatia yaspatia rasapatia yasparia rasaputa yuspara yasparishitaita puraya spatayuru pushira yaraspatia hiara kuras baraya sharahiura yaras peraritis parishiatura kumala rismatalu ulamira sapatichiuru ulama yamaras patatish para murahya mula yumularas murasha patira yaras paduri yaramaturi kilas patayarora sapatatisha tayataya yaspari yarasapatusha yatapatia yarashapatatia rasapatia yapas masapatimia rasapatichima yubara sapatatia rasmoli rasmora yaspati yaspatiri yaspatatura shasputa yaspati yasparatira yapara yasputaritas pura yasparitas paruta yaraspura yasparia rakatura shmatia yasparurus moriras parosheraro curaros motelira yele yemele respetali arsmariti espetali yespali espetali yespali espetali yespali espetali yespali espetali yash ras patakatira yasturas natura yadas patiras patatura yaspatia yesmoses isparia raspetusheratia yesmoleleia spitiala musparira muratu spuratu caris sparutue rispatia raspatisho rusmorutiara Kia spiara spitori, kalari raspatiri, kalimira statish naratiu, murusa tatira sapatura, kia raspatura rasparia, kiurus pushira da kiara, yumush paratasia, patasitia, parashata kiria, padasachia, yespari raspatukuri rasmatolira, mioli marasatat kiera sapatukura, Kiora satakatia, murasa tatia da katupura rasatichia rasanula. Oh, asia rasachira samurari raspuri rasmaluli rayaro. Pura rasapatechira sapatutura. Keala melamos patini raspatula.
Yashmoli rispuri raspusha retura. Yamura specciura specioli rasmerolira. Chiele rasticia ruchupurira. Kia maraspushitra kia. Uproot the spatidi, uproot the spatitira, aspusha tatakadetira, kurashka takadashnita, cluck stishtra kadeti, strata kayera sashapatira shapura. Kurasa tiamoro shiatariri, straiti arakashari, yama osara sitishi isaratasia.
Thank you so much, Alana.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chakwachikwana. Thank you. Thank you. Do you feel like doing one, El? Did you feel it? You don't have to really. Chakwachaka.
Yeah, I can do it. Botea taraboshaki, totbashaki, taraboshakai, hutotbashaki, dotarabashakari, totarabashaka, ero shaka, tira kotore basheti, dotarabashaki, totarabashaka, dotaramoshitu, botarabashaki, torabashaki, taramosheki, Dokatarabashakaya Sotarabashiata Doramashiakaya Surabaterabautoresa Utanamashakia Totarabashakaya Sudabashaki Doashahiatarmoshi Borashakaria Solia Sariatonamashiaku Ashaturabashaki Dorabashaki Tarmoshati. Let's release lower density energy at this time. Boshetu da bashakia tarbosheta. Dorgasi kutarmoshetu rashahia turmasheki. Dormashekura bashetu. Dotarmashakia tarmoshetu da bashaki. We're just going to replace that energy with love now. Just open up to the frequency, a warm embrace, a warm summer's night, a sunset. Boria Sadamoshe Kuramashaki, Oria Sayayo Todamashaki Atorasha, Eo Todamashiki, Mona Mashaki Atarbosheka, De Kotorabashetu Arasha Eti. Botare shukoto de pashieti de domoshatirato. Ashanamokotore sare boshetu termashiki. Mona mashieka. Botan mashieta.
Thank you, El. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shawai, 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 nakuma, kawum. Tama uhuti nakuma, sawate kiyuma kumata tum, te tauma kauma. O te ne takuma tasuma tataka we kakawata itine wakawa. To mataka hu matai te kiu kuotai ke shiu makatai. Nakau matakai shanaku en takau. Tanakau tateki waka ishe weki waka neki waka te shupoite ki waka. Ane tene te tukuine te ki anaku te ki umakai naku te takwa. Ene ke te tishuku tene ki waka tene ki waka sanakua peki anaku tanaka waka. Tene umakata umata se wakana maku mata suma ete ke yamakau. Enawa ene kau makau mai sawana kataum. Anaku te hawum makai tene ku nataum makaum. Sawo nakaum. Takaum makai sawa makai sana makaum. Eseneki wakana kachisakun takawata. Esetanu keshavakana tushawakai shiwana. Awanaka sawate shawakate shiyanaka guanaka. Teneki omaka tasen teki waka. Ne eneki yoko tese kuanteneki omaka. Tene sawamata sese wata. So let's do a little exercise of grounding. Please mute your microphones if there is a noise in the background, because I can hear some of it. Jeshea wakina kuaka, so te kiana umata. So I believe that most of you who are here present in this group, you have done the grounding exercise, so you don't have to do that. Jeshea if you don't want to, shawati kiana, but this is for the people who will be at home watching this video. Jeshea kupa chachika wakata ina hukaka wotina kuma. Cheki umaka chakakua ta chiki anakuma. Anawuma kauma kacha. So let's take some deep breaths. And when we inhale, let's visualize a golden energy coming through our crown chakra. And when we exhale, we feel a sense of expansion, feeling and sensing all this energy expanding in our body, going to every cell and organ in our body. Namakata kubataki yamakata etetekio kokututu ini teki waka. Ane tekio maka wati neki ana tosha. So we keep having deep breaths, inhaling and intaking this golden energy. And then when we exhale, we send it to Mother Earth, to the center of Mother Earth. Chaku Chanakusha. And we visualize how we become that link, that divine link, connecting the cosmos and Mother Earth. Takucha namakuche sete kiyo makata sentene kiyo makata sentene kiyene. Shama asense sinkuma nene kiyo mate shia namaka. If we feel any tension, any worry, we also send it to the center of Mother Earth. And we visualize there how it dissolves, how it becomes energy again. Chakawa chikawaka. Eni chiche netete chiwama. Eni kiyomaka tachanaku matashi kawamaka. Anawama nanatika mama chikawama. Eni kiyomama chianama. Enakuo teiwama. Ianawama mama ianama chukuaka iwaka ianawati anauatawa. Awa maisha waka umata uma iana uma che waka. Ha wacha chia mama ua tai mama maia ua taku ai awa chawa macha ua chi awa chikawa mama ua. Chawu maseki umakau shakwa natau anati anaku asatau I anaku hata enaki uama hata isana u matasawa natau chatakau nana. And it's important to don't leave this just like an exercise, but keep this consciously present at all time. This connection between you, the cosmos, and Mother Earth. Chikawa, chikawa, chikawati, awata tikawaka, tinakuma tashawa tikawaka, itawama, tauma chikawa, ichachaku shashawakata. Tuaka watanai tuwe tekio matati tekio wamakau ti takawakakao kochukuita. And now we are going to proceed with intentions. And Patrick is the first one in the screen. What will be your intentions? We are gonna place them all together there. If you don't have any, Patrick, I can come back to you later on, and if you want to have a thought. Yeah, cool. Yeah, what about you, Luca? Have you got anyone in mind? Yeah, okay. Please activate your microphone, and if you want to share that intention with us, Chikawa.
I want to intend more health in the world, and more health.
Health in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luca. Wonderful, Wesley. You want another one, El? Yeah, I'm coming back to you now in a second.
Actually, I'm going to put one in for my friend who's actually became homeless the last couple of days. So, so he's kind of getting some help now. But and just for all the people who are homeless out there that need help, yeah, and especially for him because he's kind of going through some stuff. So, so yeah.
Yeah.
Kinua tatu
Te kua
ne
ni kua na
kua
chico.
sa ta ni wa kua katua.
There are a lot of people going through very, very, very difficult moments. She kua tiki o kua kuchi shukua nata.
Thanks very much.
Chakwa nata. El.
Hi, Maria. By the way, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
So today I kind of, obviously it's per person if they want to receive that or not, but I'd also like to bring through more excitement in our sensories, like an upgrade in our clairsentience for more sensational feelings in the skin, maybe in the eyes if that's what you're wanting, smell. I know a lot of people lost smell when they got sick, so that can also be something. And then hearing too, if we could hear something different, like a different tone in the birds or something, I'd like to invite that kind of energy into my system. So
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's into that.
Yep. Hachukwa chikawa.
Also, Wesley, thank you for that because I know a few people really struggling too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And now it's Maria.
So my intention is a good friend of mine has found out that they have cancer of the lymph. So really my intention is for healing and inner strength to come through for my friend and for anyone out there who's having to deal with illness at all within themselves or their loved ones.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of the main things today. Healing, a lot of healing, because yeah, we all need some healing one way or another. Tachakwacha. Melissa, thank you, Maria.
I think Maria kind of covered mine as well, but I would like to send healing to my uncle who has also got cancer. And just, yeah, overall, just basically what Maria said as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we are all resonating with a lot with this. Chawana. We know where we are before even talking. Chikawana kashaka. Alana, thank you, Melissa.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Self-love and self-acceptance, self-esteem.
Self-love or self-love and self-esteem. Wonderful. Chakwa chikawa kishawatana. Yawana kishawaka. And yeah, anything else?
Heart chakra healing and healing depression.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Alana. Chawa chikawaka. And now is Luis.
Conditional love as well, like Alana said, and reconciliation of opposites, like ending conflict, seeing unity in opposites, and also free expression of our power, remembrance of our power.
Wonderful, Luis. And now it's Patrick.
Yeah, I was healing Gaia for the pollution, raise the vibration of Gaia, and also a higher heart chakra healing. That would be my intention for today.
Thank you. And yeah, I will join all the ones that you mentioned. From the beginning, I was thinking to put the one of healing, Tatamanakashi, in general for everyone, really, because yeah, I know a lot of people going also through the tough illnesses like cancer and yeah, arthritis and yeah, Alzheimer, and I have a lot of light workers who have someone in the family who is going through these tough difficulties, and I would like also to send energy to the carers, because when you are caring about of a relative who is going through such a difficult illness, it takes so much energy from your system. It drains the energy constantly. So yeah, I would like to also send love and light to the people who are looking after their relatives. So yeah, if you like to activate your microphones and participate in these light languages, please do. If you are at home and you don't speak light languages, you can join us just with your simple intention of putting your love there, and just like a classic prayer, and that is equally powerful. And yes, let's see where all these transmissions take us all together. It's always wonderful, and I hope that you all enjoy, because this is that is also one of the main reasons why we do this, to also enjoy and have fun and expand love and laughter from inside out. Chikawata, chikawaka, chinikwana, tiawaka, sisewaka, titianawaka. Whenever you like, chiawaka, chiwaka. Awatawa ichaba chichikwa chichewa chitana woma chachawa icheta nakwaka itiniaka. O chiche sisi titiana wama chichawa chikawa itatakuma tuma iwa watakawa tau matauari. Tamachukwa baba chakwa.
Os makana kana te manaktara pora tanam pora tana tia makatora para stama kara tamaksti. Ushmaya tata payata. Ushmanana kana. Tana kana parata. Ushmanana kana pora tamakastana.
Chawa bacha chawa mache chawa
tara tamana tatara mana tara daya Ayaya tara samakar samadaya Oya tara tamakar samatara tuma Maya tara tumakara tamana naya kutu Nakama das tamakara taya Oshima kara tara timana nakara Utara tara tumara nene nana Utara Isangaya katara noya tanamana maya paya Isaya paya kosa
Oh, saya iya tata. Ka
Samadaya Isamana natara Iya kamatara tomakataya Samaya tamamana Iya paya Ushaya paya Samana tara maya nanana
Dai
Ora
su
tamaya taya
metetini
Makashaya
Nini
Ismanandaya Payakaya
matini
Isayada Tamakaya
mati
Tamataya
anakawana
Ishmanananda
chawana
Tarataya Ushmana Atara
nana umma
Ushmakaya
shawayente
Tarataya
kienenini
Parataratia
mekien
Nakatara
tawa shawa tacho shawa
Manakana Nanakamana Tapatash Tamakara Manana Manana Paratamatara Para Mana kanan ni mana nana mana kusta mana doya. Mana kamaya tamana tanata. Wish makanan ni mana kata makasta mana. Mana kasta mana
nata
ya
shawa
tamana tarapoya ya. Kaya toma kasya
Nenakawa kakawata nachakawakashi neki neki anakawa shama chawanta chawa kanapatana kachawa chawa yechetini kisha kawa chawa kanata Dana tachiwa kachikwa chikune chikune katune konachu menene kinini ana kawanele kishavantini kinawata jini amanye meni kewanati ana umachawantana sawantanate nete iwa mata sawanaye Yene sawa sawa sawa
Kaya tangi kana nana pasaya paratia kana nani kaya do ayam
Sawache kishe ini nikwa kababini no machawa machi chawa wana kawu na macha Shoma shawaraka, shisha wakata tubaraka. Shama maraka kutete shama. Nareka wakaka kikwa kitata. Jawa jawa chiwa iya waka. Na wajawa i shawa. Nara wacha wachika wakashi shawa kawa machache wachitene kuchihi kuachisana shawa chisawama chishuwa tikawa ichishawama chishanata Nene kuwa chua ishe shishiwa tene wete dine akuana chichawaka
Ushmanatara makanatara tia makale.
Suwatata.
Aya makale.
Ah, wacha, wakata watana.
Omanana
Ya waka.
samaka.
Mawasaka ne ya wa ete.
Kawa, chika wa keche, chiki, chichi, kwakaka. Ucho, chuchuka.
Sukukana. Mawaya
Makanata makale is makanata maka is
Ah,
makanata.
chaka, chika,
Mawasaka.
Is
kwaka, yawa, na kwaka, chukwa, tia, kwa, tika, wa,
mana kanata na mana dia mana
da kwaka.
karatana karatana is makai kantana mustala karata is tamakana mana is tamakana mai
Sawa.
Samakanata apata.
Sa, shishua, ka, shishua.
Ismakarata makanatia.
Cha, wacha, chikwaka, chisha,
Kanatia makarasta
wacha.
Kunuwa, siwa, sinewa.
Shamaya. Kanatana maka istana maka isla kanatana ma ista makanati ma ista. Ay,
Mayana tuyo. Mayana tuyo. Mayana tuyo. Nawanata kai ti tana. Ma huye satu nananata.
Chikwa kina kwa chachi na kwa kata inya wacha chikawaka chishikwa.
Nawana takai tuwana.
Cha 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 wacha cha chika wachina wachika wa. Wacha china kuana kacha kuwacha chika waka. Tu wachana wacha wacha kumacha.
Makashana na tewi tawi wa tatana toya na hoya toya na
Bawasata umaya kata tono e akatu muasatumba. Ndiye kutata uya suya tumba moi kinia ua kuia suata ea muna numui nukie wasata. Papa hua kata ie wa suka umoe moto kumbae.
Shawa jawa tinewa mama iwa kawa inawana.
Watata uyata.
Nawani kuawana ine guaka Ini tichu kwa cha kwa titene kwe tiniakaka. Waka ini kia kawanaka. Ichi kwa kana. Wakana kwa kia kwa.
Matatuta tatatuma.
Jawaka jua. Jawa.
Matato ya sete
ya. Sucho kwa chachawa chichawa. Uwa chachawa ya. Jawa jawa.
Oiga kiakaraka kiakaraka.
Ayata makana tamatista makana manata tamatana ti makana. Wis makana ti makana ti manata manata manata. Wis manakare. Wis manaka para tamakana istama ikamanata imanata imata aikamata aitara.
No, abaisha. Akawa chisawa.
Iya.
Tawan chakwa kana. Umacha kawa.
Tatatu eta. Tawasata tutu eta.
Hawaki wa babaicha kwa tita kwa chikawaka teshwaka. Nene chikwa.
Mamakana tara parati maladana. Ush.
Wasata tu eta.
Anabai ama. Jiwa mama chukata. Wusatete wa mama chukata.
Mantia. Gokareta. Shimakaya parati manata parati. Vishmada tara makaya parata. Kamada tara postama. Goparata. Himaya pada marata mati ista kaka.
Nini akwanaka wakanaka watikiana.
Usmakaya paranana marapakia manaka ustamaya. Ayaka manana parasamaya.
Sawaka chawai chikwa.
Isa makaya paranana parata pataratiya parataya.
Chacha wai chichiwa.
Parati matataya patataya 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 patataya.
Nanama yuwa chacha wai.
Iya panana kamana damaya makaisha mana gambara.
Chicha wai chicha wai chicha.
Paratona tara parana parata.
Chawa chikawaka. Chicha shiwaka wai nikawa chicha wa chikwa.
Tomatara stimaratara moka morata morata. Matera yakatara tamaka nika para.
Sasa ishawaka ishawaka kuichikwe manda kutu chukwa chikwa tatekiwe tete chikwa titi agwaka. Chacha tata titi ata chicha.
Ia mashana to kora no tiaro to teari titia no trono to tea mashikana to mia koro to ia shakora ia kuri tia shaka to ya mori tia shakora ta ia moko shokori tini tiaro to ya rishim titiaro to ya titiaro to ya tia tia koshukuto to ya tini tia koro to ya rataya ia mori kikiara tata yoro to ishiki tia moko shuno to tia tayena tishikamoro to tia ya koshniti ano to shukore titia mukoro to titia rititia o shukoto to yarititi moto to yariti shinata to korata ya masha kana titia ro no to tiariti shinitite koroto ta mokara tata tata ya kuto yaritia shakana tata yoro tata ya moko shakatitia rototoya
Wasata tatu ta
Shaka,
ki
shaka,
ti
shaka,
shaka
shaka,
ta
shaka.
kiniwa suiwa kaiwa wai apatu ma watatu ya
Chachawa, chicha, chichawa.
Kutiaretia, shukotutoyare, mokoshanakatia.
Kana yuwata tutu kata kata ya tatu
Chawa machi kwai. Anahikua katashu masawachua chia shawa chekawa iya.
Shadia Totara Bashekia Tarabosia Theatai, Toria Theataria, Toria Tai, Toria Tai, Toria See. No, Takata, Shikatikoto, Takati, Takatoko, Shikatoko.
Titia mokore donto toyare ti shenetiti koroto toyemiti tiare tinti shikonoto toyeminitia toto yare ti shikatatiare toto minitia tiare shokoto tiare titi moroto toyemiti shikonoto tiare tatati. Ya mashaniti ti amoro toto yaminiti shikaniti no toto yaminiti ya mokosho no to. Maria Kariana Tishiti no toto yamia shakeno toto ya.
ya mama wa Wasata yoko tata no
Ya mokaya shanati.
Dekoto Tabashaku, Tarabashaku, Tarabashayitu, Matia Tatu Tarashakati, Koto Tarabashaki, Taria to Tarabashaka, Ekotokotaramashi, tu Tarabashaki, Tutu Shikati, Koto Takarakoto, Ashikatakoto, Takatakato, Tarabashi, tu Tarabashaki, Taraboshi. Atakoto taraboshi tu takapakati takoto tarabashaka takoto katarapati tu tubati takatakatakoto tatokoto kotashi katakoto kapakati takatakato kotashi tu tarabashaki tu kochi oyasakato tarabashatu tarabashatu tarabashatu.
Taguatio abachacoaita. Chawaina va chuaca. Chuaita tawaitina va tikuatu shuwa. Mia wakata huata mamachua.
Mokuriniti te aroto to te miniti shikonoto te meanata shikonoto te meanata shnoto te ariti te aroto to ya. E amoko shnoto te ariti te amoro to to yeshiniti te akoro no to te miniti shikonoto shiniti te aroto to ye minitia. Mokori niti shikonoto te amarena tatato yoroto te arishiki nata shukumore tatayare te amoshukora. E amoshanati niti aroto to yeminiti ashukonoto iminiti koshonoto te minea. E a koshonote yamatea tate aroto to ye niti anoto shukora tati amoshukumia. Umarini tishkura natata yoro tatashana titi mukuro totia tia toto kori tishini titia rototo yeni tia tia amore tia shanataki montaya. Amore tite caro toto yare titi shano toto imini tiaro toto corre taniti tiaro shosho tuti titi ashana titi koshono tuti mianata. Umarini ti shano toto imini tia shakanata tia mono no to yarini ti shinata te coro toto yaniti shinete gashono toto yamini ti akosho tuti ameti tia shukote ya. Amokora tata.
Siwaka siwa masawe siwa sata watawa matasha siwa sa.
Kaya paraya paradia maya.
Nana namata nakawana tate neitiki nakawaka.
Makaya rika makana manatana maki ista makaya
Tashawaka.
Sanana ni yeya kuno waka te yeya mama ma suku
Sawasa.
Ihmakanata maka. Ihmakanata gusta kanata.
Masawisya nekawanda chua machakwaka sensinga neki mama sakota.
Spatiri raspatusra yasaspira yaspura shastia yastadaya raspatushia rasapitia.
Asata kutata
Niatia
tiniata
raspaturi rasputura
turiata
raspatia.
umuka nieyawa nozu nukutua waka iaka tatataweata moeyawa nuka tatiti yeyo kutututu tatiti sana supa iya
Yara, yaspatili raspanoli rasposhita spia destia raspetula. Yaspatitaya raspiu spatuli raspia matoli raspaccioli rasmiele. Yaraspacili raspacciuli raspele stastiele. Yada grotiska titista. Romania spatili rosmotoi. Usprata shabracha spetia.
Kiniya kanuya haua. Oasaiya maiya kata katatuya tata nana
Raspatiri aspuda spatoli raspatulira. Yaspuri raspatoli rasparira duf. Pura spatoli raspatia pushuri rasmatirira. Yaraspataturi raspatatiri raspashnitia pushya tapura. Yaspatatiri raspatatotus patubata hyavarasapitia raspatu. Rosatati sprita kiata shapita. Yestari raspatu mure raspashiata kaya rasaswurlas pushana kiras machuri raspurias mala. Kumari rasmala erispeyu. Merispeyu, berispeyu, bespeadu.
Oshika tutarabashia tarigo tutarashakia tutarashakaria tutarashikatoriasi.
Tayawatai nakam tate ma enau tena kuna jawana.
Puras matuliras muriras pat yabadush patishna.
Imitation to demianata shikora tatia mokoyanata. Yakuri to soloto to yeminitia shukono toshinetia mokorata. Yamashukura tatia shukia mokushia.
Tutarashata kutarashati. Eya tutarashakia tutarashia tutarashia. Goe seriato.
Serieto, 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 seieto, serieto, eieto. Serieto, aiate io. O serieto ei. Kuyatas riata, uayatia hua, yakua yahua, yutarira shiama hua. Fuyara samuraya rakataruma rasapatetili rasapatura mesapatemi arasapetishi arapatura. Yamole respetatira shamaratoli. Murasti nifastika shkratishi. Kunashi kundalini fire kaspirita spita. Lusparia shapatakira spura rashputi rakatia.
Nasya kusya tikawa.
Sata wiye wa deye
Pura,
akanto.
that's the sun. The sun.
Sata wiye
Ama aitanata ama ia parantanata ia ma ai. Uskamana ia paratama ia mana ai. Paratama nana aparata ia mananda. Ekaratama ada paratama istamaka ira. Usnakana tia makana to makana tanata. Ishnakaya.
Muka tae wa so
Ismakaya parataya parataya maka. Iya mai da maka aya mana aya parataya pa. Ushmakaya parataya pawaya paratama. Ushmakaya paratamo nama aya paratama aka. Oh mana aya parakama aya. Kama ada parataya pa kama maka. Ushmai ushmai. Kama
Makoyetana tuanati sotuana tosoana tawe tewana tau wateawa tewana tua tana tu mataye te titana mo sie siana masana to matana ye anatua Matia tosia tu
kama aya paya mana kama ya paya
kawana tua
iya paya kama dah iya percaya
masana tu tana tena
koteario totaria sakati totara pisha koto. Sikario totaria setikato koto shikati kotoria sako.
Kaya madara baranda bataya.
Kaya koi.
Kamakarana barata. Kaya makaya manai.
Suka uwe ya maya
Amataya kana.
tawa ya katua
Shamaya daya.
suka kuno ya wa maya kuata suka iki ya
Smayana kaya.
Kiewa suka tu
Tawani nawanai nekawakawate.
Mawata tu ya ku
Tasawati nawaki nama.
mapatu papa tini
Makaya naramana.
Nai
Shamaka. Oh ya.
Kanauma siyama kanakiana.
Kan makaya nagataya.
Nayamau tanawan.
Ya parakantaya parataya.
Wachiawaka wachikitiana papapachu chakawa. Siyama papachu kwa.
wasata tatu ngate ke kate tu nuna nenu ya
Tatawai tatawai kia kaku titiana maka. Chata titiana ma. Chachawata. Ochechakwa. Chikawa. Na mama chua titi anaka titi ne titi akwa kakoku tutuchu uchu chuchu anama. Hawa chawacha. Chawa cha wata na wadi na wana chawa na wata na wana chawata chawa Hatana uwa. Tawa bata heta tana kumata heta. Hatana umata ina. Allahumma ta'atawacha tehitau atanakauma Oh, tata it.
Natasha Kanoto Tia Mashaka Inoto Shakarata Tia Nuno Poyarata. Mari Tio Koshamaya Kishi Tia Rosso Totia.
Umacha kuhamata naite shawama hana umakaye sanaka huna haite na umachakaye
Yana takara kito koraka. Yana takaraka.
Tawa che kwekete chikwa tete kia baba kachekecha chikana
Kira takara, kira takara.
wa chichawa che kwaka o chawa
Kita kia takara.
cha che waka wi chana ma chuwa cha che chawaka
Yana ta kwa hita yakwa.
ai tawa cha hita umai negwe ta umana yawi
Yaka ya.
Usha wochiki osha ahwaka sheke kawaka chikana te chaka iteti ya kwakana kuta chaka chekawa chewaka cha cha.
Yare tina te koshono to yare ti shinata ti roto to yare ti ya koshono to yana to shamana ka yare ta ya koshono yare ta. Yana asha kanoto te yare ni ti shiti ni ti amore ni ti asha kata ti ya roto to ni ti asha konata. Yana tata kore ti asha na tata kore ni tata te oro shono to ti amana tata kore ti ya roto to ti yare ti ya. Natasha koto te yare ti yare ti asha koto te yare koto te yare choto te yare ti asha roto te yare mada te yare ti ya. Shana te mono ti yare ti asha koto ti yare ti yare. Amatasha
Yes,
kati
baby.
amasha no to te yare tasha kana te yare ti yare to te yare ta. Anana katia roto kaimeni tishino toto ereti kaya natasha nata. Matato kore ni titi aroto toshino tonia.
Otarabashiko Torabashan Moshati Koto Dakoto Shigataki Totarabashaki Tarabashati Totarageta Oriasakiato Oriasariato Geriotiaria Sotiati
Shisha baka shwa shisha
Intia retea shino totia nitia. Anatia
Makai te wana tawa dewi shia tawa nato si tana tai ko anati kua moko kuku anati ki wa te waka to anati wa kua ma hoi anati wa natawa nati wa natu tu ana wa ma wa ki te wa na tu si wa manata we mawaka iana tutu matai tanakai tiwanatu matawa tianatu mo tiwana takai mo ayatanatu ko taneyatu Matia nato Matia natoko anate I anatoko Mahi Mataka I anatutua mateki tiua
Yamakaya makia manana tamaya.
Mahikianata
Yamakia
Kianata
kastamakana tamana yamana
Makoana
katia mana dia
Tetiua
maya tamu. Noiam.
Mahi Io matakatitio maua nai taua matitan matoa nai sua mahua nai matianta Tie nata mahi oana ti tanatai tioa Mahakaji tipiana tanatai tio anatakai tio anata yetane si anata tua mahi tani tanahi teo mahi matio anata wa matio anati Maku iana tanaye maka tiana tutu matio tiana taye
Mikia yawa.
Makuana tiwa
Atua. Muakatua.
Mahaya tanatai tiana tuana matiwana mawiana tu
Bawasata. Wakatua. Sukataia. Viva. Basatu tatatu.
Matatu anatakaji to anatakaji si tonata mo siana tuti tonata madi tatutu anatata
Tarabashetu takayeta sekotote sheti rokoto tarabashai. Tarabashetu tarabashati ko.
Asaku panuniti kotoka kuwa kani.
Koko tarabashetu.
anatakaji tititua
Bawata kuniki yokoto kuta. Mata kunate sakawata. Kinikoto
Matana
kuta.
tatatutututuona.
Mata
Tututuona
kunati
tatpui
kuata kuata.
tipui.
Sutete
Puitana
sutete.
tutu manata
Satutana nana
manata
deta.
iti.
Matuka takini wa. O sata nenedi kini wa. Papa panu wa. Sato yata kiti wa katukani. Kunuka kuka. Pawiyata kota. Sayini akuna. Niyo kota. Siyata. Tutata.
Tashi anata.
Initia kumore tata titi tete utoto yari shikara titi arototo ya meta dia ko ya nata tati shikiti akoro toto minitia kosh ni titi arototo ya meni titi ari titi shikonoto ya monoto ya
Wasata katatu katata tatatitu tatatata tatanana ninene ua ini ya ma sukutu mama uye ya papa na kia ukata kiki atuku nuku uye wa su akane
Mawata tanua ni ituana. Motiwa tatum.
Mau akong iya kanungki iya suko doa ini mai ni oka saya aki
Mawakana taye. Mawanata ito tanata. Maito anata ye. Mayanata kai. Tawanati ano. Mawanate yanatu. Matio anata. Taitanatu. Tuanata. Oyeti anata. Mawata nanantu tu. Mawanata yeti. Tu. Matu anata.
Sata ini wata kiti mama katua tai awati
Makwata natatu. Makwana tayeteu. Mako. Oh. shiana ta shiana tu manata yete shiwa tawa mo yete wanata mo ye wata tatatu wana.
Sama kata kati kota tata kenia katu kini kamakunga kinkini ki kata kua oasa kato kini kama miata poka kiki kiti kata kumbata yeah.
Ikhmakana Tanabarakana Parataya Pakatona Parataya Pakama Ushmakana Tanamanakana Matati Makana Tamati Matana Mara Marataman Mona Ikhmakana Paratana Ushmakana Morakana Paratana Parataya Mana Ushmakana Tama Kana Manataya Manatoma Itam Muka Ushmaya Manakaya Mana Makana Partan Matati Manatoik Amarata Madaya Mania Manoya Mania Pasta Ushmanandaya Parata Paratomakama Ushmaka Uttaramakana Tarata Hopa Ichmakana Taimakana Tarita Ukhma Ichmakana Taratumakana Daya Kamakaya Parata Kama Dayaka Ukhmakaya Kama Akama Dantaratama Kama Neka Kama Ayaka Usha Dayakama Makada Taratoma Kamara Daya Yichmakaya Mana Maniaka Namonantana Motona Bataya Kamanata Makarata Marato Maka Makarati Makasha Kamakash Matara Boa Maratama Toma Kumakatoma Isapara Vishmakaya Maya Makaya Maratana Toma Karadarata Ushkama Aka Yahama Kai 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 Ushimakaya Manakana Tata Matana Banona Manana Makana Ich Makanatana Baratana Makaya Barata Kakasha Makaya Kumakanada Maratana Ismanatara Matata Ushmaya Imakaya Amatarata Tarataya Ushmakarata Manana Uma Ushmatai Ishaya Bahamakaya Ma Ichmanaya Dama Kamandarata Parata Yamaka Ishmataya Ushmatarata Mata Usha Ushamaya Tomataya Pata Wota Maya Kamata Ushmakaya Ushmanaya Parata Kumakanandana Tam Imakarataya Paya Ushaham Hadate Amara Taratua Boaka Uchbaya Kamakarantana Tamatoya Isma Ushmatarato Makanate Mataratomaka Ushmata Ushmatarato Matanamoka Parata Ush Kuma Parata Baya
Powerful, powerful one. Chishawa, Chikao, and Takwachika. What a wonderful transmission. Tisha, Chishawa, Shikawa, Sana. Now you feel like sharing something that you have experienced during the transmission, you are more than welcome to share. Shishawa. Anybody would like to share what you experienced? No? Okay. I had this massive, healing in all levels, massive spirals in the whole planet. I saw also like we all humans were carrying the planet in our shoulders, just like this figure of Atlas that is carrying the whole globe in his shoulders, and they were releasing that weight that we all carry, just for being empath, for being connected to the wholeness, to the whole grid. So whether we like it or not, naturally we get that weight in our shoulders, and we care, and we worry about what is going on in the whole system. So they've been removing a lot of that weight and placing like the planet, instead of like in our shoulders, just placing the planet in our heart, to heal, to live it there, healing. I saw another visualization where they show me like if we were, many of us, cleansing the wings of the archangels. So we were sort of cleansing the wings to each other, and that was so beautiful, many more things that I cannot recall now, because I went as well once more like in a journey, and I might be recalling some of the stuff in a minute, but I'm really landing here. Tachekia Wachesa Watinia Kawate in Tada, and that's one of the reasons why I ask around if you remember something from this trip. Why we put it all together here, so is to help each other to recall those things that we've been doing and experiencing, and giving and receiving Chiana in a very majestic way. Shana Tisha Nikiana Wantishana Anakiana Tashavana. Yeah, Melissa, do you have something that you got during the transmission?
Yeah, at the beginning, I was doing a lot with my arms, more than usual, but I never realized my video was off. But I guess you guys will get it. It was meant to be like that. And yeah, I just felt like a lot of like on body healing for everyone, and then just utter bliss really. And then I got really called to like lie down and just completely just surrender. Like I suppose like all my worries, all the weights off my shoulder, just was like just lie down, surrender. And I just felt like I was being held by like just unconditional love, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's all I can really remember. I was just very, very present at everything, as well as being in another world.
Yeah, I resonate 100% with all of that. That surrendering feeling was incredible, and how amazingly we get together and we enhance and we raise the vibration. But instead of because maybe with the sound and the way we are moving our arms and our hands, it feels like we are getting like hyperactive, but it's the contrary. Our soul is in total calmness, in total surrendering, and yeah, it was like preparing us to receive all this huge love. And when we are more receptive, when we are surrendering totally and completely. So yeah, it was like in an initial huge activation I felt, and then it went to calmness and surrendering. So, yeah, and a blissful feeling all over. Cheka, shisha, shishawa, kasha, and many beings. Some of them obviously like as usual, some of them healing, some of them activating laughter, some of you having conversations, beautiful conversations, and at some point even discussing how to do a healing in a better way, combining energies from different places and planets. And I found that really fascinating. It's so amazing how we telepathically advance and grow, because this will be opportunities also not only to share a huge transmission, but at some point we will have visions where they show us how to heal, how to do that, and it's a fractal part of ourselves doing it, and then they show us how to do it also in this plane, in this dimension. Tishawa, Tiana, that's something I felt that they were communicating it with telepathy. Sha, Chishawa, Chishawa, Tatantika, Nakushua, Necheshawa, Kata. Yeah, Anel, what did you feel there?
Yeah, it was a cool transmission. I felt a lot. I felt a lot of emotions of people in the world too. So that kind of went through my system where the collective is and stuff. That was kind of interesting. There was a lot of healing, felt good. I did a fun little picture.
Let me
Yeah.
see. Wow. Oh my God.
It was really cool energy. I remember this one coming through.
Oof.
That was if you're feeling small, then this activation would help you to grow into a newer you. This was the darkest symbol that came through that people were harboring. And then the other ones are just other codes for people.
Wow. And the one in the center looks like similar to the Om. Chishawa, Chika, Nachachua. So beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not exactly, but I feel that vibration. Chishawaka. And wow, it's and the bottom one, it has like this melting sort of healing. I don't know what it is really. And what I find amazing also is that they have these spots, like 3 spots, 3
Mhm.
dots, 3 dots, and one of them has 4.
Oh,
The
that's
one,
cool. Mm.
the one that is like a phoenix. Shavaicha,
Oh,
Tiana.
okay.
That one in the left, yeah. Well, in your, that will be your right, maybe.
This thing?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Chiawa, Chicha, Shasha. Is what is that? A dragon or a phoenix? Shawa Chicha.
Yeah,
Kind of
this one had a lot of birthing for fertility.
rebirth. Yeah.
Yeah, and almost like camel's energy, where self-sufficient, like you can take care of yourself for a long time. That was in there. This one was a very feminine energy that came through. She was like goddess. And I can't remember this guy, but I loved what you got from this, Ishmael, because I didn't actually remember anything from him. It was a male.
Yeah, if you don't mind sharing it, or maybe I'll go back in the video and I'll contemplate more, because yeah, when we take our time and we contemplate these downloads, a lot of things comes as well. It's so amazing. I love doing those contemplation exercises because I get a lot of downloads and also messages, and we are meant to do that. We are meant to, yes, some of us download the painting or the draw, and some other people interpret them and tisha what tishana what and a combination of everything brings a lot of messages to us, to earth. So I feel like the call to keep contemplating it, but as we need to continue, I will do that like in my own time, and if I get some insight, I will send it to you. Chakwa chikawaka tiana tatuata. I love that. I love this thing that at some point maybe we can do in the future workshops where we download codes and we let people also practice contemplation and interpretation. I try to do this as much as I can in these groups, but obviously we need to do other things, and then yeah, we do what we can in the time period that we are here all together. Obviously, we don't want to create too much or make everything overwhelming for people and for everyone. But I feel perfection. Honestly, I feel perfection in everything that we do, and going with the flow. The way we do is amazing. Thank you so much, El. Shachawachi kawana tachiana. Asawashika wata tina wote titiana. And my guides are very happy. Because at some point you were like feeling that you were gonna be more like let's say calm, or not even interfering much, and you've been doing incredible.
Fasting's fun. Yeah, I'm like, I think 84 hours into a dry fast right now, so you don't drink or eat. And it's insane how high I am, like constantly. And I'm just like very sensitive right now. The kids are really fun too, because they're like totally involved in their own things during this 4 days. And so it's just been very peaceful. And I've stayed at home too the whole time on the trampoline and in the house. So it's been a good experience. It's not easy to do this at all. Like it's not so, but I'm doing, yeah, it's a sacrifice I'm doing for health. Like I just want to purge the toxins from my temple. I just want to gift that to my body. And so, yeah, but overall, yeah, I am feeling pretty good. Dry throat now.
Yeah, that's because you're expressing all this massive energy. Yeah, you really explain everything I wanted to say, but I didn't know how much I could say about it. So yeah, it's great that you share it with everyone. And that's what I feel. That's is what we've been sharing in our messages is when you do the fasting, when you do the cleansing, we really leave our body in another level that can handle and channel much easier the energy. It flows so high, and that's why you feel so high also. It's because it's natural. It's so natural that not having any food, any other substances in the body, that we totally feel like a pure clean channel. I believe that when we are eating, we are interfering with other substances. Sorry, what did you say, El?
I think I fell asleep a couple times in that transmission.
Yeah, there were moments that I was also very disconnected, and I was when I was coming back, I thought, oh my God, how I'm gonna continue coordinating the group later on. But they were all the time telling me, don't worry, you know that you don't have to worry about anything. We will take care of everything. And they do. When I need that extra energy to keep going, they come and they bring that. When they want to disconnect me, they just disconnect me, and it's good, because we need to also allow this energy and love to reach us and heal us also. We all deserve this wonderful love, not only to be sent, but also to be received. And I know that when we are sending, we are receiving. But there is another, it's like with contemplation, is you are giving yourself totally to that painting or to that drawing, and it's almost like you merge with that painting and that drawing. And once you merge with that drawing or download, is when you start getting the understanding of it. It's through feeling or through sort of telepathy. For me, it's the same when we surrender totally, and we sort of disconnect in a way of giving emissions of light languages or something. When we just surrender and we say, okay, now it's time for me to get also all of this and allow it to circulate in every single part. I was consciously sending the energy to my bones as well. And as I was doing that, I was feeling like that wasn't happening only to me, but to the whole human race. And this happens more often. Every time I allow something to happen in myself, I can see and visualize how it's happening simultaneously in everyone else. It's like I'm more aware about the connection I have with the whole grid, and how every time that I provide something to my system affect the whole grid. And that is a beautiful feeling that I was sending also my love and intention for everyone to start feeling these things also, because they are very pleasant, very also motivating, obviously, because when you see that you are not only healing yourself, but you are aware and consciously aware that it's happening, it's actually happening. And that was part of your intention about activating our senses. And it's not only about our senses in astral, it's also about our senses here on earth. And these senses that we have here on earth, listening, hearing, or seeing, or smelling things, all of that, when we go all of them activated, help us also to move the energies in other planes, in another dimensions also. So it's all come together, and I find that makes the whole experience more amazing. And the more amazing it feels, the more you feel like channeling more divine energy. Obviously, everything is connected. So I feel that every time we do something like this, we become an incredible team. Like we've been doing this for thousands and thousands and thousands of lifetimes, And we are mastering this in incredible ways, because the more we surrender, the more we give ourselves, the more we trust what we are doing here, instead of I'm just coming here to give a light language transmission. But this happening in many other levels. It's not like that anymore. Like in the beginning, when I started the light languages group, I can feel that everyone has let's say like mature more in a human conscious level, also being conscious and aware that we are doing this. Actually, we are doing this. We are gaining faith and trust, and all of that creates more power and more effectiveness in everything we do. Tatsisana, Tatsawana, and it's a pleasure. Hacha, brother, you want to say something? No, Wesley.
Oh no, I was just speaking away. Well, actually, it's interesting. You brought up that about the fasting, because that's actually what I was kind of talking about it with a close friend to start the week, and I was kind of looking into it. Right? Good on you for 4 days. I did it 4 days when it was a good while ago, but I never did I was drinking water. That's amazing. And it's actually so, like, I really need to start to kind of get into it, to be honest. But even on a cellular level, like when you're working with light, there's so much transference of light through the whole octaves, because it's so yeah, that's amazing. Good on you. You're tough as nails.
Yeah, but they did say regeneration, so like regenerating or something, so it's good.
Yeah,
Like
it's super good. Yeah, because like what I was getting, like for a good few years, even though I wasn't doing what I was being told, but yeah, it's like you just bring you would be able to bring in more light.
yeah,
because you're basically
I
yeah
just
you
40 or this thing that I read, it said that the guy that wrote the 10 Commandments, I don't know if this is true in the Bible or if it's another religion, but he didn't eat or drink water for 40 days. I don't know if that's true, because that's crazy, because we learn like you can't live for 3 days without water. It's obviously not true. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, could you imagine how delirious you would be? Because when you're fasting this long with nothing, your brain is so quiet. Like you have no energy to think about the fast or the future. You're just like, meow. But yeah, he channeled like full 10 commandments at that state, I think. So I don't think 4 days I'll get there, but I'll try tonight.
there's been a few of when probably with the 48 thing. Yeah, like 40 days into the desert, or 40 days into this, which would be very interesting for you, is actually when you go back into water, because you're not in water, so it's connecting into like the water again, which would be, because water's running through everything.
I'm gonna have a bath. I'm gonna have a bath tonight around 92 hours dry fast, and I think that's gonna start to feed my kidney and my liver. So I'm gonna really enjoy that bath. I have to be careful not to have a hot bath, though, like you'll fall asleep for sure. But it's not that big of a bath, so I'm not worried about drowning anyway. It's impossible. Yeah.
Good on you. You're tough as nails. Yeah, and it's super beneficial. You'd see even for exactly, you were saying that regeneration of the cells as well. So they're incorporating that information. With the whole transmissioning, what was becoming more apparent was actually I was just getting nights, like nights, remember the old nights. It's funny because I was like, well, I didn't say this. I didn't bother, which in yours talking majestic thing with this. So then it became more apparent. And just a red cross. So it was just a red cross, nights with a red cross. I felt there was a lot of work being done actually. And I even feel it's still kind of going, it's still working through. So I thought it was pretty heavy, to be honest. Which it's amazing, because
Wow, I just had when you say the blood, the Red Cross, I had visions of the Templars. And I know that the Templars they were doing this type of also alchemy or magic in their in their regime. All the nights they had this thing about fighting for their purposes, but also they were gathering and doing these rituals of magic, Kachishavana. And when you say that, I had a visions of all of them, like reunited or gathering in a place. And then I was listening to the light languages that Luis was transmitting before, Chishawa, Tidana. And I had that like a millisecond of vision before when we were all together. But now that you mentioned the Red Cross, it came like the whole flashback. Chishawa, Chikawa, Chichanawana. And that's why I love sharing these things also, because it's like we also help each other to activate the ability to grasp things that go so fast for the human perception. And I believe that we train, we do training when we do this human training, let's say. We are
like weaving together the patterns, so it's kind of same thing again. It's kind of base plating. That's why we with telepathy and stuff, with base plating. You know this, like
yeah.
Said before. So that all these patterns then would start become more present. Start become more present. Then you recognize it, and you work with that then, like.
And we are very good in multidimensional levels in doing all of that. But we don't, let's say that we don't have, or we don't usually share much of this, like in places, in groups. And my guides often tell me, practice this thing together, because it's not only what you experience in many levels, in many dimensions that you do, and you are already so advanced, but it's also about sharing here in the human level, because as you say, Wesley, we make it more like solid. We manifest it here as well in this plane, and in this plane, the energy is like we anchor the energy when we express what we feel in this dimension, such we bring that the heaven to earth.
Exactly, and see, the thing as well is that even within, like, because you've noticed myself within certain spiritual circles, like, the thing as well, not everyone will get it, not everyone will understand it, because especially the multi-dimensional place, because it's kind of working off a different intelligence. Repeat again what I was saying in the past. And when you're kind of coming in with this is a book, or this is a chair, or this is that, or that's that, or I am this, or I am that, it's kind of breaking beyond that sphere, and then you're connecting to what already is.
Yeah. It's like this example
and we're all and then it's all interfacing, it's all rearranging, coming back together, recognizing, and then coming from, I would imagine, the one source.
Yeah, I was receiving the message that at some point we will also master these things about picking in some little experience. Like that thing about the Templars was like a millisecond for me, and it was much more for you because you saw the nights and all of that. And when we put all those things together, we really bring to earth a lot of stuff, and we never know what we can also bring to the people who are at home watching also the video. Obviously, we are a group here now of 7, but at home or somewhere, or maybe in the future, it might bring so much more stuff to others. So it's so wonderful to really have this opportunity to also share in a human level what we do in many aspects of ourselves, with many aspects of ourselves, or in many dimensions. And at the end of the day, everything is expression, and through expression, we connect, we get back together, and we get to understand what sounds so abstract to the human mind. And we need to connect the mind to the heart. For a long time, we have been treating like the mind is like an enemy, because interfere with things, interrupt things, is where the programming is, and a lot of negative memories reside. But the thing is, we need to put it. We need to get back together every single organ of our body, our intestine as well. I saw a vision where they were treating and healing the intestine of every person in the planet, including us here. And they were going through the whole, they were showing me the whole anatomy of every single centimeter of our colon, our big intestine, the thin intestine.
Too.
You as well?
Not so much the intestine, but I was seeing organs being highlighted as well sometime, and then I totally forgot about that. But yeah,
that's what happens, that we forget. So many things that pass so fast, so quickly, and it's feeling. It's also sometimes it's vision and without feeling, but sometimes it's feeling without vision, and sometimes it's all together. So it's to me at this moment, it's almost to not say impossible to write down everything. I mean, it's so quick, it's so fast, and it's so much quantity that I find it impossible to bring it like with a pencil in a blank piece of paper. And I think one of the best ways of like translating what we experience over there is with these beautiful things that you manifest, like Luis manifests, Melissa, Joel. When you do a drawing, that drawing is to me is one of the best way to translate what we've been processing in another place, because with words it's practically impossible to say. But with a drawing, you dedicate the time then that you need to interpret it. Like I say, I felt like I needed longer to interpret more, because it has you feel that when you try to interpret, there is much more information pending there. So you say to yourself, okay, I'll come back to you and I will carry on with the other stuff, and let's see later on what happens. But yeah, I think at some point we will be telling to each other all these things through drawings or through codes and through things like that, because it's impossible to write it like with the alphabet that we use. There is no time to it goes from your mind, it goes from your memory, because
are you good even? Well, like what I get is like just even the natural language, like back in the days, you already, let's that fine, like, and it's just like that's it, like. So there's no intensities in the fields. This explanation, because this is the breaking points, and then we're explaining within these octaves, so these fields. But then we're going to go beyond the whole thing. It's just a natural resonance. So we are, you know, not saying we already know, but we do already know. good explanations. It's beyond explanation because you don't even explain. That's
because there is
Yeah,
there
it's
is
just
no
an
need for
instantation.
explanation.
No.
And the
Yeah.
easier way to
Couldn't
explain it maybe is also using more light languages. For me, it's the easiest way. Ishawataki and Akusha and leave it there. Sawata.
I seen a cross as well, just for like a millisecond, but like Wesley just like reminded me of that. But I can mind seeing a cross and it had like this reddy glow around it.
That's oh, sorry,
Yeah.
because I'm going to say it to you in a second there, so because you reminded me. Yeah, go no fire.
But,
Sorry.
Yeah, I just seen it for like a millisecond, and I just presumed it was like a crossroads or something, like just like a cross. Like, which road are you going to go?
What I got, I mean, it's actually because you were actually a part of the start of that cross, because I seen a crest, and whatever it was kind of funny. It's kind of popping up, but it was towards you actually. So the cross came at the end, but I did see a connection of there was knights anyway. There's knights, but then within that field, I seen a cross. I seen a crest, and there was, like, you can imagine you I would imagine your crests are pretty similar. The old crests, you got the crest, and then there's a breaking of the cross, and then there's a representation of what was it? There was land in the crest anyway, and then there was 4 representations of the crest, but it seemed that's your connection actually. That's what I was getting. And then it kept popping up. So it's funny because when you said it, because that's the way I only remember when you kind of brought it up then, because what was coming through. It kind of changed slightly, but it's funny because there was definitely a branch of knights connected into what I was getting for you. But it did slightly change because it was, the time you kind of spent within those transmissions was pretty vast, but it kind of kept popping out. But it did. What I seen within the crest was connection to the land. There's 4 of them. I'm trying to remember what it was, but the night really was very strong within that connection. So maybe that's why. But as soon as you started talking there, you just kind of came back to it. So yeah, if you could get any of that, if that's something, yeah, I would imagine it probably to land, or if you go back to the old your ancient, probably 1100s, 1200s, or
because the Shetland flag is actually a cross, and that was like the cross that I kind of seen, but
probably. And actually, the land, I could see the land and you just, I could see the land in the cross, like within the it wasn't a cross. It was actually, the cross was inside the crest, and inside the crest was broken up in four parts, and I could really see the land was very, very powerful within the crest.
And I was getting now messages that what we were doing there, it was healing the land, because the land still have a memory of the atrocities that the humanity did in the past, killing murdering a lot of people, and the land has still that memory and that pain, and we were cleansing and healing the land, and it was there in Shetland, yes, but also here I could see the whole map of Britain. And all the path from Jerusalem to Europe, Chachika, Chisanana, and north of Africa, Chasu, Shishawa, Kachina, Enetishuanata, Shua, Chisana, Chisana, Cha, Chawa, Ishawa, Tata, Yena. Yeah, the when we do this healing to planet Earth, obviously we live a better a better place to live and to activate and to do more healing. But yeah, wow, a lot of stuff and energy that was because these Templars they also kill a lot of people everywhere. They were defending the Christianity, no, wherever they were going. Whoever was opposing to them, they were killing Chichawana. Some of them they were more aware about what they were doing. Some of them they were taking that power on their own hands and they were just killing everybody.
Yeah, there was good to do. But I feel that, but there's actually I feel a big connection to the wolf as well. So whatever that's just rolling through.
Yeah, the wolves they were there also. Chasao se ana ufu su siko musu tisuamata siwata ne tua nasa wati samachika tumtitiana wakata tina wa o sawai sisia wa tutu shuana. Anybody knows what the wolf represent? Chisawa tishana umaisika. Do you know anything about the wolf, or you Wesley or El? Chachawa.
Well, for me, that's supposed to be my spirit.
Your connection.
Independent.
I couldn't hear
It's a
any.
secret.
Wait.
It's a secret.
We are not supposed to know that. No. Or maybe the IA interfered. AI. No. Shawa chikawa tata, because that sounded like so robotic. Shawantina. Can you repeat, brother? Maybe it happens again.
Are you serious? My voice went crazy, did it?
What happened is that we couldn't hear anything. No, we were
crazy.
We were listening. Whoa. Everything we were hearing was like in a robotic voice, but we didn't understand anything. It was just like
we could hear you, but we couldn't hear your words. It was weird, but like I totally it was funny.
Yeah,
just in that moment.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, it's interesting. I just think it's kind of what I get from it actually is something that swings to my mind. It's somebody's always said to me about the wolf is it's kind of the one that it's one of the ones that can't be created to be brought to the surface. In other words, like it's hard to and I did a lot of things. I personally did a lot of things in certain ways that relate to it, but the thing, what I see now is a lot of the wolves are coming together, so they're sharing. Like I'm connecting with a lot of wolves, and they're going to come in and they're sharing the understanding to. Actually, just bringing a different set of understandings, really.
I'm getting the word back. Back. Like we are gathering as a pack, that we are also facing our realities and all the experiences in every dimension with more brave altogether, with more ferocity, but a nice ferocity and a way of healing and nice ferocity of feeling the encouragement and the courage to face every single thing and coming together with less fear. That's what I'm getting from this wolf thing.
And what I did notice, like, because I ended up disengaging from it, I had a soul retrieval, and I brought back a part of it with the help from a shaman there about 7 years ago. But if I met a shaman, if anyone I met, they'd have the wolf. So that was my thing. Was like, this is a total coincidence. So there was a part of me left because I kind of disowned it, but I ended up just embodying that back down again. So I think for me personally, even from a shamanic point of view, these spirit animals, it can be very they're very powerful, but they can help you see to navigate the human sphere, because the intelligence and just the dynamic force of how they work is amazing, and just the respect.
Yeah, that respect that the wolf has to everybody in the pack, no? It's like we know that we are all strong, but at the same time we have a total respect in each other, and we are aware that we depend on each other, because we are just connected, no, in some sort of dependency of needing or being needy, but in a sort of dependency of balance, and collaboration.
And all weaving together. Like even the spider came in to me there now in the physical, just there in my head, and these representations just come up. Like for me, the last few weeks, there's been actually it's interesting. Anubis. So Anubis has been come to me, and all the Egyptian things. So like it's super grateful to be part of the grand scheme, but we all are part of the grand scheme. But then I think once we start becoming more aware of these amazing this divine intelligence to just let humanity unfold.
This divine intelligence that usually we leave it in sort of like in our own every day, and then what I find really fascinating in these groups is that we can have this opportunity not only to do these massive, wonderful transmissions, but also talk about this that we've been doing, and so much that I stay there like in another dimension, really, and it's so pleasant I feel so much pleasure when we put it together, really. I really enjoy this putting together puzzle, let's say, like a thing that we do together here. And also I find really beautiful that we are using the light languages mixed with our earthly language, like here in this group is English, and we are mixing them as we talk. And I think this is also a step forward. It's like we releasing the control of the mind and the obstacles that the mind usually says that you need to do or one thing or the another. That's how we are programmed. We are programmed to either speak Spanish or either speak English or either speak a light language or either do something else, focusing in one task at the time. And we are transcending all of that. And in one way that we are doing that is also using the light languages. Actually, Wesley, when he first came, that's one of the things as a message that was delivered for everybody, really. But as we've been obviously going on with the group every week after every week, we have been including the light languages more in our talk in Chachawana, Anachana, Wata, Niakwana. And whenever you feel like you are getting stuck or you are feeling like, oh, you don't get, I have this in the tip of my tongue and it doesn't come through. And you have these light languages activated within yourself, use them because it's gonna facilitate a lot the whole interconnection of everything. Elle does it all the time, also in her videos, in everything she delivers here to planet Earth. She mixed the languages also, and I find that wonderful. I think that's why they are here, to also support our earthly language that has been, like, let's say, like a little bit too rigid, and doesn't allow the flow of all the energy go through the words. Yeah, we are aware that all our words in any language, Italian, French, English, Spanish, they have this energy, each word, but yeah, they are also very limited, and we are transforming also our languages as we mix them with the light languages. And let's see what it will become, because I'm sure that this will create much better also, let's say, languages around the world. We will make them less rigid, let's say. Shawa Chishana Ummati Shawana.
There was one other thing, because it's kind of the same.
I am getting sleepy, so I'm gonna have to go through our speak, but can we see if Luis will show his thing first, please?
Luis, please.
Maybe he's busy. Oh, he can.
He's there.
Yeah.
Let's put the screen big. Let's see what we.
Sure. Oh, that's beautiful. That looks like Japanese art.
Chawa Chitan Shu Shichana Akawa Shana. I see insectoids.
Tiwana Yawa ya Yawa Mawi
Chiwana, Chikuana, Juo Ine Waka Titiana, Waka Titiana, Osawa, Kisha, Shisana, Shua. Pollinization, pollinization, I feel the word coming. Like if we were pollinization, everybody, we were exchanging the pollen, Tishawa, not Chishana, from to each other, with each other, chukwa, chikwa. So it's like we activate each other, like the bees do with going from flower to flower, and they sort of create the connection, no, between one plant and the other. And the same way we are doing shawa chikada, chukum shawa, usushua, sawana, seeding in each other. Chiana, usu shushua. You are seeding in me what I might need, and we are seeding in others what they need. Chishawa, chishana, iniana, as we channel everything. Chawa, chishawa, sishawa, iawa, gawa, taicha. Osawa, chishawa.
Mawana tawi tiwi mawana tu ye natu kuye tu manata watu mawati tana tau.
Yeah, we were mentioning before, talking about fasting and all of that, and the limitations that the body has about not eating for a few days, and there are people that they are not eating at all. They are actually eating prana. That's what they say. I mean, I never have the experience to be with some of them in the physical to prove that what they are doing is real or is truth, but I have heard that a lot of people can already live with only the energy that they feel. And also I heard in the past that eventually we will be even eating minerals. I mean the crystals themselves, we won't be eating any more plants, and we will be start eating from the mineral kingdom, let's say, and instead of the
Oh, I have to show you that. Oh, I don't have, oh, I do have it here. It's a pyrite cube,
yeah,
and they're from Spain or something, and they grow like this. They grow like
we
that.
go.
People used to swallow them.
I have one of them.
Yeah, I
Jesus
just,
Christ.
I just
Square
got this.
one.
That's what it said, and they used to swallow them. And of course nowadays, but it's supposedly really, really good for you. But swallowing it, you know, hurts your intestines, like you were saying earlier too.
With those corners.
They call it, the nickname is Fool's Gold.
Yeah, it'd
The
be
nickname of
healthy,
pirates,
I
Fool's
think,
Gold.
to eat crystals.
It's in La Paz, yeah. La Paz Lazuli.
Mhm.
In the lapis lazuli also has the parrot, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, there are people eating already this and trying this new diet. Let's see what happens. I'm not that brave just yet. I will go also like Elle is doing, fasting with our food, and then eventually. But I noticed that when I'm in a sunny country, I can have much more energy than when I'm in UK, for example. When I go to Spain or any city in the Mediterranean Sea, or in the islands, I don't need to eat as much. I can switch from one state to another. I can switch to an state where I feel like I can eat everything, because you are doing activities in the sea, you are in the whole day in the beach and all of that, and you might doing a lot of sports. And in those situations you feel like you can eat the whole planet of food, but there are other moments that I am more like in connecting to the land where I am there and to the sun, and I feel less hungry. This is something that I have proof in my body and in my system, and so yeah, I want to keep traveling, and I want to keep experiencing how this goes and how this work, and yeah, and keep expanding on it. But yeah, that will be in my next cycle, that I won't be here in UK. I will be somewhere else sunnier. And I think that Elle has needed to jump, maybe her children. Also, I want to say here that who is this? Maria. She say, "Thank you all. That was beautiful. I've been blown away, and I'm going to bed floating. I should say good night, as I have an early start in the morning. See you soon, Maria, and a big kiss to you all. Chachawa chichana ontawa kata yana. Sewe nikuaka. Chiana kushuha shuhana." What happened to Elle is that children are around her also, and she might need to attend them. Tatu titiana chushiwaka.
Oh yeah, there was one thing I wanted to say there earlier on. Let's say it.
Yes, please say.
Yeah, in the words, like the words, for me, even the English words, they carry so much energy. So they carry so much information from the past and the create the present to the future. Well, ever present. And yeah, it helps to kind of us to become more conscious aware of the words we use and the whole energetics of it. I think that's the whole point of it. You start becoming more conscious aware of the words.
Totally. And I think we also do a cleansing of the dark vibration that they contain from that past. I can see that the more I keep going on life, the more I get this conscious feeling about the resonance from each word, whether it's in English or in Spanish. And every time I feel something that is like heavy or dense, I use light languages to remove it. Because every time I pronounce that word, I feel that resonance with that darkness inside. So what I do is to remove anything that is connected to that word in terms of negativity, and obviously this doesn't only happen for me. It happens to the general. I think we are all doing this. We are all cleansing also our languages, and it's so amazing. I find that something really beautiful, because I love communication, I love languages, and to see everyone collaborating on also cleansing and purifying our English or Spanish or other languages is really super cool, and something that we might not have thought before about doing, but so naturally is coming through, and we are cleansing our own languages. It sounds like weird, but at the same time it's amazing. Shawachika wachichawana. Sawana. And let's see more from Luis. He has more. I need to remove it and pin again. Chisawa tina wama shana huchewa. Let's see, Luis, this one closer. Wa chisan tuba chukwa.